G'day guys. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Bowmaster's skills. I'll just run through them and then we'll take a look at the skills themselves. Starting off at level 10, you've just got a little AoE, hits 3 targets, double jump, crit shot, archery mastery. So all the percentages I've noticed seem to be scaled down compared to Maplestory, you know. Level 30, another AoE. It says it hits 1 target, but then in the description it says it hits 5 nearby targets. So a big AoE. And then you've got your retreat shot, which puts you back up into the air and rains down arrows on 1 target. In the buffs, you've got quiver cartridge. So this has 3 different effects based on which arrow color type it is. So if you get the red one, it has life steal in it and does 3% of your max health with every shot. The purple one is poison and it does 2.5% damage per stack. It stacks up to 3 times, and the magic arrow is the one that you want to have on most of the time. You should always rotate back to it for maximum DPS. They all have a proc chance of 20%. Soul arrow, just straight up damage. Bow booster for attack speed. Final attack just has a chance to make your attacks hit more. Bow mastery increases your attack. Physical training increases your HP and max MP, but that affects your range, so that increases how much damage you do. Coming into level 60, you got another AoE. This one hits 3 targets and leaves a flame on the floor, which does damage over time. You have Phoenix, which summons a minion, and this will follow you around and attack the target that you're attacking. Hits a lot of targets. Hits I think four lines. It does a good amount of damage. Hookshot. This just hits a target and pulls you towards them. I think launches you behind them. Arrow Platter. This summons a little arrow shooting turret thing, which you can have 2 of them down at once, and it's on a 10-second cooldown. This, as well as your Phoenix, I'm pretty sure can proc the quiver cartridge things. So if you've got the yellow one on, even though the arrow platter and the Phoenix don't hit incredibly high, they can proc the extra arrow shots. They end up doing a lot of damage if you do that. Reckless Hunt, this just gives bonuses to attack and maybe defense. Mortal Blow, every 10th attack increases your skill damage, so this means you'll hit quite a lot every now and then, and with the amount of lines that you put out with the turret thing down and your Phoenix, it procs quite often. Focused Fury, so this has a proc chance of 30% and it stacks up to 5 times, giving you increased damage. Dodge, again, little percentages, but still increases your evasion and your crit resistance and damage resistance. Penetration rate, physical defense. Hurricanes, this is your main DPS ability. Once you hit level 100, you can move around while casting it, and that's it. It's good. Binding Shot stuns your target and prevents him from moving. I've never used it. Right, so the last ability that you've got is Arrow Stream. This is a really good AoE. It can hit 2 rows in Net's pyramid, and it can also hit Zakham's arms from the other side of the room, like from the other side of him. So that's really good for DPS on that. Next, you've got Sharp Eye. This one just gives a whole lot of bonus percentages. I'll just let you read that. Enchanted Quiver. So this means that your quiver cartridge doesn't use up any of the arrows, and also it enhances the powers of whichever one it is. So again, if you stack this, if you have this going with the yellow quiver, you'll end up doing a lot of damage. And then just moving on to the last passives, this just has an activation chance on all of your attacks to ignore some of the defenses. Advanced Final Attack, this just increases the proc chance of Final Attack, which has a chance to increase the skill damage. Illusion Step just increases your defenses, and Bow Expert increases your damage. So we'll just take a look at all the skills. Starting off with the level 10 one. We got the level 30, and then we got Retreat Shot. I'm trying to show the quiver cartridge in here, can't I? Alright, we'll just go take a look at the quiver cartridge at a boss. Right here, guys, I've just jumped into the dojo so I can show you exactly what I mean with the quiver cartridge proccing with the turret, with the arrow platter, as well as definitely sticking onto the yellow one for max DPS. So you can see I'm not actually attacking it, and it's proccing the little yellow arrows off me. And even though my turrets are only hitting 600, the little yellow arrows are hitting about 20,000. So if you can survive not having the HP one, the red arrow quiver cartridge on, which will heal you. So if you can afford not having that one on, you should definitely always have the yellow one on. Alright, sweet. So now we're back in the mini dungeon. So, as I was shown in the Milong Dojo, we've got, the arrow platter, shoots out arrows. The AoE shoots out, leaves flames on the floor, which does damage over time. Hookshot. And the Phoenix, which is following me around. Alright, cool. Now all the level 100 skills, we got the arrow stream. What's it called? We got a binding shot, which I think I'm just going to kill the target, So, I'm sure it stuns, but whatever. And hurricane, which, you can move around while doing. I think that's everything. Yup. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like or subscribe or comment. I'll get back to you. If you'd like to see more, then I definitely recommend subscribing. I'm trying to level up all the classes to 100 at the moment. I think I've got the pirate to level like 91, but trying to level this to 120, the 4 other classes to level 100, as well as trying to make full legendary set. It's quite time consuming, but I'll get there eventually, so stay tuned.